Shalom Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostle GMS for teaching and rule well. And salutations to all the Akim and all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. You know, this little market right here. You know, it's on this corner called Clark Street, and it's in Chicago, and it's by this liquor store I go to. And one day I jumped out the car, and I was in a rush to get to the liquor store, and I look to my right, and I see this electrical box, but this plaque is hidden behind it. This plaque right here is hidden behind it. And I'm like, why the fuck would somebody put an electrical box and a plaque right behind it? And then all of a sudden, I go to work, and the devil was talking about, does anybody, he was asking another Edomite about the Indian Boundary Park. An Indian Boundary. And I'm like, what the hell is an Indian Boundary, man? So he was like telling the street it was at, and gave a nice reference of how, these different, where we live at, on the north side, how these streets, they go in diagonals. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why those streets go straight. All the streets go straight, but these certain streets go in diagonals. It was because they had boundaries for Gad. They had certain land reserved for Gad here in Chicago land area, and they were not able to go past those Indian boundaries. So right here is a plaque honoring the Indian boundaries. I'm going to read a little piece of it if I could. It says, Clark Street on Indian boundaries lines. That's another thing. So whenever you're anywhere in the United States of Snakes of America, and you see this Indian boundary, you know, automatically this is where the Indians couldn't go past this boundary. That's what that meant. So the devil then came and took their land and then put up boundaries around them and made them go, told them they couldn't go so far because they were getting their fish or hunting, just trying to survive. But the devil, he then came and put up his own regulations here. This is it says Clark Street, Indian boundary lines. Clark Street honors George Rogers Clark, whose brother William Clark with Nano Edwards and Augusta Chahuta in 1860 negotiated Indian treaty. Siding land, including Chicago site from Rogers Ave to Lake Calumet, and this was erected by the Chicago Charter Jubilee, anticipated by the Chicago Historical Society in 1937. So I'm gonna bring up some dates about, it's gonna tell you when it was put up and everything. But at the same time, these devils, they put the plaque up in 1937. They came through their wreck shopping in around 1800s. So, that was a good long time of tearing shit up, man. A good 200 plus years, I would say. And, they finally honored them, so to speak, with a plaque. And that plaque, they hid it. They hid it behind electrical box. Like, you really have to, it's just not sticking out like how you see it right here in this picture. Like, I had to angle my camera behind an electrical box so you can see the shadow there. So these devils, they give you a little goofy plaque and they hide this stuff, man. But at the same time, they put these different memorials up to memorize the wickedness they've done here in Babylon, man. Let me get to this article. Yeah, and here's the name of this article. It says, a Rogers Park plaque marks how U.S. grabbed indigenous people's land that became Chicago neighbors. That became Chicago neighbors are deciding what to do with it. So these people are, they're Esau, the people are finding out that they're really starting to find out they're on stolen land. These used to be Gad's land, I'm saying, like a lot of these areas, these neighborhoods. And, the devil, he tried to put up little plaques to memorize it, and he tries to do, over at the Indian boundaries area, I'm going to read down, it's like a community center over there, but who reaps the benefits of that? That's mostly Esau, man, mostly, because in that area where the park is mostly cars has to stay in the area, and it's heavily patrolled, man. They got something called I'm saying it wrong, it's like a Jewish police over there, down California, over here by, off of, towards Western California, that area in there, on the north side, And like I say, it's heavily populated by the Karzais. And when you go over there, it's like the feeling, because I be in touch with the feelings sometimes, and then I can just feel things. And the feeling over there is very eerie. I used to deliver food in that area. And, it's just a real eerie, because they got a bunch of synagogues in that area, and there's a bunch of Karzais. And I mean, these little hat wearers and the big black hat wearers too. They're all intertwined in that area over there. So it's a bunch of Eastern European Karzais mostly over in that area. So they've taken over that area, and they run the community center over there. But let me bring this out real fast, because this cutscene right there. This is John 10:10. The thief comes not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. And that's what this devil did, man. He came and killed, stealed, and destroyed, man. He set up boundaries for Gad. He was hunting all the wildlife that was around here, and told Gad if the wildlife passed that boundary, they couldn't come past that, man. And they set up treaties with some sellouts 9 times out of 10 out of the tribes, man. And what did those treaties say, man? Different fines or anything could happen to him, if you break that treaty. Well, Esau has no problem with breaking treaties, man. The treaties that he makes, he breaks them, man. He has no problem with doing that, man. That's the devil, man. He's a thief, man. And then now he wants to, at these last days, he's trying to try to make amends. He's trying to have sorrow for the things that he did. He's trying to put up little festivals, he does little things, allows Gad to come together. When I used to live in Alabama, and Gad used to have festivals around there. Down in Alabama, they got areas where where Esau allowed them to still have like huge plots of land, and they would have festivals there. One of them was called the Moundville Festival. The town was called Moundville, and the festival was called Moundville Festival. And when I was down there, I remember my first year or two down there, I would see Gad out there. They'd be all dressed up doing their thing. And as the years progressed, Issachar was coming into town more and more, because you had what happened down there. You had Katrina, and a lot of work had to be done. So you call your cheap labor, and that's Issachar, so to speak. They can get it done for less than $1. And so they were down there. But the point is that they intertwined, and they were in the Moundville Festival with Gad. I remember coming when I first got down there, and the previous 4 or 5 years going to the festival, and I'm talking about it was jam-packed with nothing but Gad and Northern Kingdom brothers, man. But let me get back to this article, just letting you know, the different festivals and things, man. But it was the point I was making was that Esau has these reserved lands, and he also gives you these little festivals to try to keep your mind off of what they've done to us, man. To try to keep your mind off the evil that they've done. This is Job 36:13. But the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath. They cry not when he bindeth them, man. So these devils ain't nothing but hypocrites at heart, man. Like I was saying, the point is that they gave us, this was Gad's land. They gave them borders, then they came and gave them, little festivals to try to keep their mind off of the tyranny that was going on right in their face, man. The backdoor deals, the lies, the deceit, that Esau did to Gad with and it's history of the backdoor deceits that Esau's done. Whether it was when he gave him blankets with smallpox or chickenpox, one of the two on him. There was disease on it though. It was deceitful. Why would you do that? The enemy, you already have him down and out, and now you just want to eradicate him, man. In Psalm 101:7, he that work of deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that tell of lies shall not tarry in my sight, man. So the Lord doesn't care for Esau and his wickedness, man. He was set up for a short time to be over, but at the same time, man, his rule is coming to an end, man. And as well as he's being exposed left and right, man. All these little functions, little plaques that he puts up, man, for the wickedness he's done. And then he tries to hide the plaques on top of that, man. So that's how much he cares about the people, man. Those people he so-called looks out for, man. Let me read a little bit about this. It says Rogers Park, tucked behind an electric box on the Rogers Park corner, is a plaque that commemorates a controversy moment in Chicago history. So once again, they get plaques, and they put up statues of the things that they've done, the atrocities, the triumphs that they've done, and the triumph it ain't nothing but a wicked triumph, killing off people, stealing their land, that's a wicked thing, man. He said the plaque marks the Indian boundary lines, the northern edge of the land the United States government took from the indigenous people that would become the city of Chicago. The line cut through modern-day Rogers Ave, where the plaque stands on a building at Rogers and Clark Street. Erected in 1937, the plaque is among the 40 city monuments being reconsidered under the Chicago Monuments Project, launched by Larry Lightfoot last year. The initiative aims to reevaluate potential problematic statues and monuments throughout the city. And so I wanted to bring that little part out because what happened a year or two ago, we had a bunch of those what do we call them, invaders were being taken down. Whether it was Cristobal Columbus's statue got yanked down from Park, Roosevelt, his statue was yanked down. So a lot of these different statues, this devil, he gonna put it into this little thing. He gonna put it wrap it all into this little city's monumental project, man. We know how the devil thinks, man. When the devil says he gonna try to come help you, that's when he stabs you in the back, man. And that's what he's doing, man. So in order for this plaque on this tucked behind this building, which was just a thing in history to monument what these devils did, they're gonna put their wicked statues into this bundle and try to say that, oh yeah, we can save the Columbus statue since we're gonna save your little Indian plaque. You see how the devil does? That's what happens when you do business with this devil, man. And here's the electrical box I'm speaking about this behind, man. Look at that, man. If you don't just look, you gotta really, really look to see that this plaque is even there, man. He said now Rogers Park neighbors are mulling what should happen to the Indian boundary lines, including how it could be modernized to reflect more perspectives on the controversial land treaty. What do you mean? They have if you go the Indian Boundaries Park, they built a big waterfall in there, and they got not a waterfall, but a fountain. And they have a swan park in there. They have a community center over there. But once again, like I say, who does it mostly benefit? Those cars are in that area, man. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this out, man. Let me bring this verse out. He says, this is Proverbs 30:8. Remove me far from vanity and lies, man. We don't need none of the Esau's lies and vanity, man. We're here to bring out this truth, man. And we know what you're getting ready to do with your wickedness. You said it with the Chicago Monuments Project, man. He says, give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food covenant for me, man. And what's this food that's covenant for? It's this truth, man. This word, man. Because it breaks down these strongholds, man. We were once thought that we were savages. We was once thought that we was crazies, But now that we come to find out we are children of the Lord, man. And so now we are coming back to the truth, man. We've been fed lies for so long, man. Fed lies and fed this poverty, and we thought it was riches, man. It was everything was backwards, man. But right now, in these days, where this truth is being pushed, whether it be on highways and byways, whether it be on the internet, you just can't hide from this truth right now, man. And Esau can't hide, man. His leads are shaking. Everybody's shaking, man. A lot of these devils, they walk by, they say, let bygones be bygones. They want to forget about the past, man. But the scriptures tell us different, man. They're going to reap from what they sow, man. But with that being said, this is edifying. Shalom, Maki.